Okay, if I'm right, I just restarted a YouTube stream that should now work. If anybody could check and make sure that that's actually working. I think I'm here. Block capped? Yep. Block cap and spell block cap. No need for roomies either. Isn't dead, instead it turns out that it just got small. Got that boogie oogie all up in their buggy bodies. Join me with a witch fire brew? I'd rather curse on hit things that are way off the edge of my screen. Live on YouTube, it's live, it's fixed, it's alive, you alive. Cool, and the chat is working. Okay, we fixed the YouTube problem. And I think I know what caused it. I did things in a slightly impatient order this time, and that was my fault. Katarina is malefiction. Yeah, I could. With the garbage fail. Yeah, I'm gonna get malediction anyway, so. What is a mastery I'm never ever gonna take off? This one right here. Yeah, I'm never gonna lose that one. And a mastery I'm never going to take is this one. Ta-da! Have you lives? Yep. Warp does not work with offering, by the way. That isn't the reason I've taken that. I actually found my own one of these. It doesn't have its cooldown stuff on yet, but like I might as well use it. It's a 4500 shield that now lasts like 11 seconds, but is on a 20-second cooldown. So it won't be up all the time, because getting a good one with like increased duration and reduced cooldown and whatnot is like 8 to 10 div, like a really nice one. So, but I might as well have some uptime on a 4500 health shield. Also, it's when missing life, and because it costs me 3 life to cast Lancing Steel, it's all the time. It's the 1 life to cast Welling Blades and 3 life to cast Lancing Steel. So like, as long as it's, as soon as the cooldown is up, it will just go off again. And it's whether just meat shield and power 4 everyone a 3rd Spectre. Generally, yes. And what is that shield? So it's a disgusting shield. It's basically molten shell that doesn't scale off your armor. Heart of the Flame right here. When you are missing life, which is any way of missing life, if you've reserved a level 1 vitality on your life, if you've got 10% of life costs of mana cost to life, or anything that, any amount of missing life for any reason, it'll proc. So on this build, any attack we do, right? And this, it takes 80% of damage from hits before your life, just like Molten Shell. And the buff can take up to 4,500 damage. It will not work with CI. You have to be missing life specifically. Now you can get one with increased cooldown recovery rate and increased skill duration on the graph, but those are expensive. But you can also get Rune Graph of the Warp for buffs expire 30% slower. Regen, I'm spamming Lancing Steel. Even if you're too much regen to activate it, your offering will still activate it. Does it work with a headhunter? I mean, it works. It works as long as you've got some way to have less than full life. Like if your attack uses some life. The rune HH. The rune HH. I don't know what that is. Oh, yeah, this thing? Yeah. Rune Graph of the Warp. Oh. I have no idea. Do you have a headhunter on you? Slap it in here real quick. I will go to the just to fucking blood aqueducts and kill something and we'll see if it's blue. I mean, we could look it up, but it'll be quicker for me to just fucking slap it on and be like, does this work? Made 135 divines. You told me to fix my brain. You're welcome. I mean, I knew that was the problem because I know you already know all the solutions and that you could start at any point during the league and go make as much money as you want. You had just brain fucked yourself. That's all. Alright, so let me kill any rare mob in existence and see if the thing turns up with a blue. Nope. That is still 1 minute. It's got no blue on it. It would be blue like that if it affected it. So nope, it does not work with headhunter buffs. I was pretty sure it wouldn't because otherwise that would already be something we knew about. But as soon as you said it, I was like, well, we got to test it because I'm not actually 100% sure. Oh. Oh. Yellow got a headhunter from the hive. Nice. You're selling him sad? He's already wearing a mage blood. He's selling it for sure. How's Holy Relic this league? Are you telling me? Fucking pretty good. I do agree. It is a very good headhunter build league, but also he's a minion build, so minions aren't going to be headhunter builds. How do you get chaos cap? Just rings. I'm at Cluster Jewel has some chaos res on it. Well, look who's inside again. Hints of toxins have in the part of the building. Yep. If you have a 26% ashes or higher. If you have a 26% ashes or higher. The hand job build have been going a few days. It needed way more money to get running well than I had, and then the day after I started it, Jung just did like a full respec into like a fully min-max version of it, and I was like, oh, it's already showcased. So I lost a little bit of interest because of that. Not like because of Jung specifically, but because like, oh, it's already been showcased and I would need to put a bunch of money into it, and it's just a trap build, which isn't my favorite playstyle anyway, so like I was mostly excited to play it just to show it off, right? Like just to be like, look at this fucking cool tech, because it is cool tech. But as long as that's been shown to people, I'll go play Holy Relic. For shits and giggles, this is with campaign luck. Yo, it's so early to be re-rolling solo self-found, but I can't wait to do a private, like a small private league in like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. I think I'll be playing this right up until launch of PoE 2.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Like, this is really good. Sunshine the Bunny, hey with a prime. I got bored with making money just to make money. Oh, I want to be making money just to find out what all the new Foulborns are this week, so that I can make builds around those. That's. There's a painting I'm running. I don't see a malevolence. Not looking hard enough. There's a malevolence in my helmet. But eventually you would think crab, but like, I don't know if I need it. I'm fucking tanky as shit, man. I'm so fucking tanky. I don't know if I even need crab. Do you think they'll do spider? Spider's so fucking worthless in this build. I mean, like, it's cool to have a big AoE slow, but like, it adds so little. What'll crab do? 24% physical damage mitigation. So it has a small problem, crab, which is at maximum stacks, it is 24% physical damage mitigation. However, if you take any physical damage from any hit to your life or energy shield, you lose all stacks of crab. So it isn't necessarily worth running crab for most people. However, once you get a Svalin and you have ward gloves and ward boots, if you take damage to ward, you do not lose your crab stacks. Which means if you can have yourself 91% block, right? If you can have yourself 91% block through Svalin, and you can have 1,000, 1,200-ish, something like that ward, then the hit that gets through that deals physical damage will deal damage to your ward, not to your life. Your crab stacks will stay full almost all the time, and it's just a generic 24% physical damage mitigation, including damage over times, like the degen pools you stand in and shit like that. What would it take to switch from poison if I wanted to kill some Ubers? I mean, you can just kill Ubers on this. I have killed all of the Ubers on this multiple times. I forget how to get the extra 2 for attacks. It sounds like you're missing a 2% mastery. That's the only place you can miss 2%. There's a block mastery for 2% block attack and 2% block spells. You want to have both. There's a lot more than I considered. Yeah. Are you using any rune graphs? I mean, I'm using this so far. I do use Fortress later on when I'm in that ward Svalin tech. I use Fortress for that. Once I've got a Svalin on and I'm trying to make ward boots or like at least one piece of ward gear to go with it, I do end up using the Fortress one for that. Without the passive node, is it worth switching to the 20% offering? No, and I wouldn't go that hard to try and do that anyway, because all of your specters have active abilities, and having 20% CDR on all of them is super worth it anyway. Fucked up little whiny bitch, you're a loser just like me. You're a screws loser and only one star diffuser. You're a power bottom at rock bottom. You got company. No tick on boots. Oh, well, it's not necessarily about boots. It's about the Svalin and then just getting at least 1,000 ward. Once you're in a Svalin, if you can get 1,000 ward, you can use Aspect of the Crab and have it have close to 100% uptime. And so just done just prefixes to go. My God, that's sexy. I got an appetite for something.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Bumbling fool. Hey, with the 2 gifted subs. Oh, guys from Twitch chat, are the new drops working yet? Yes, got it before. Yes, we have to go to the account page. Okay, cool. As long as it's working, that's what matters. Just to use enemy guardian smiting is sort of normal. I never suggest to do that. I regularly do it, but I never suggest to do it. It's the same setup, nothing changes. It's just that if you use an animate guardian as smiting, you lose 40% of the animate guardian's health, and that can make him potentially die. I always do it, but I don't suggest it in the guide version because mostly I just don't want to answer a bunch of questions about why is my animate guardian dead. But you should definitely try it out. You do not have to re-gear him. It's the same animate guardian. You just like swap the gems and re-summon him. He'll have all the gear on. If he dies regularly and you can't keep him alive, just change back. There's no reason not to try it. Can you explain my user's impossible escape? Because I got some really nice nodes here. Slumlord, Eternal Resilience, and a Chaos Res node, but eventually I'll lose that. I'm not checked in the path of building. I'm sure I went over it in the video, but they should also have been checked in the path of building, so. God damn it, I forgot to upgrade the flask again. Fucking piece of shit. God damn it. Okay, I will remember after this map to replace my life flask. I forgot to show that person how to do the jewel. God damn it. Did Baylor remember his medication today? No. No, he didn't. Isn't that blatantly obvious? Okay, 2 down, fast back into maps. Not herald stacking anymore, just full int. And as good as I can afford a ring for the right hand second. Have you considered that if you're not herald stacking anymore, well, I guess you could be golem stacking still for all the percentage stuff, since you get all the flat out of. I just wonder if elementalist is still the play. I don't want to buy my poisonous assassin loadout. I do not. Let's see the must-haves to get going. How much you got? Trickster in a couple of days, most likely. Fair. Counter idea, and it was one of your ideas. Scion, because the one skill we should be using is Ember Fusillade. And Scion gets to do all of the gets the extra proj, which is really nice for Ember Fusillade. And it gets to be just hard past the duration wheel. And you might have like super giga single target. As well as really good clear. I've got the chest and the helmet. If you can get the chest, the helmet, a decent weapon, not something like this is gross, but like a decent weapon, a surrender, and at least like a starter cluster. This is what a starter cluster looks like. It's not great. I haven't been able to make good clusters yet, but I've got a minion gem with life and chaos res. I don't even have percent increased effect on it because apparently I don't know how to craft clusters. I've tried. This is the big point, is actually performing the build. Big. It's a big difference. That's done, right? You don't recraft this. I feel like we could synth implicit it. Cool. 12% and 33 with 6%. Jesus, okay. So 18%. Global defense and attribute, huge. still using Ash's mirror. Even though all you're getting for that now is basically damage can't be reflected. And lost unity is fine, I guess. Only? Well, I mean, this gives her immunity as well. So like, what is it really doing? Oh, I like those. And gross. Shaper of Winter's cool. So you've got Shaper of Flame still and Shaper of Winter. So we got Liege and we're over there. Okay. Do you have any life regen that isn't from the Stone Golem? Just out of curiosity? No? I think that should be a Stone Golem of safeguarding, and you should just fuck that point off. Right. Avoid being shot comes from the flask. Nice. Photograph with the curse community is right now. Yep. Gross. I love it. My cluster, 35% increased effect, 10 life, 3 attack and cast speed, and at least 3 or preferably 5 chaos res. Oh, my minions actually died there. Interesting. Vision for the amulet if you can't afford an ashes yet. Even just look for a 20% ashes will help a lot. But if you can't replica Dragon Fang, and if you can't do that, then like if you're real poor and you can't do that either, then the answer is Jinxed Juju. And I'm doing a lot of qualities, yes. I'm dual wielding them. I mean, I don't think I dual wield them, but they are good stopgaps. I do not think that they deserve to be part of the build, because having a slow sword without trigger is awkward. But I am happy with them existing in lower budget versions. There's a commandery actual path of building. I mean, exclamation mark last vid, I guess, has a path of building. Exclamation mark profile, if you want to look up my actual account. Flasks, thank you. Oh, I don't even have flasks over here. Meds. Oh, fucking one thing at a time. First, let me grab a flask, and then I'll look for meds. Nice. What the fuck is the name of the highest life flask again? Not divine, the one above it is... Instant Eternal. Yeah, Eternal's the one I like. I actually don't actually care which flask, to be honest. Just one of the
Get your magic find characters ready.
so the forbidden he straight mascaras as soon as fuck. I don't know what that is. Charistaracano, thank you for the prime, nailed it. Oh, apocalypse buddies. Sword and the United and Dream just for now. Got a 99 already fixed poison. Change it to a shield in the real endgame version. Yeah, I mean you'll want block eventually. Eventually you'll be like, oh man, block. Change the block cap. Is less investment. This is my favorite one. By the way, this is my favorite life flask. Works on strong work as a map, yeah. Still really, really good recovery over time, but instant if you're on low life. So if you go under 50% and press it, you get the 2.5k instantly. Yeah, I did it. I got a life flask. It was until the alpha change of 50%. It's amazing. Yep. Also, while I'm thinking about it, everybody should have one single one of these tattoos somewhere if you're playing this build. There you go. Attacks have a 5% chance to maim. Why not maim? Let's go to the next task. Drugs. Drugs, because I'm clearly not keeping up. It's fucking my brain. Hang on. Drugs. Right. I'll be back in just a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and also take my drugs. What I meant was they're more we're not currently using. Get off.
Get your Magic Find characters ready.
Okay. Drugs taken. Water full. Flask replaced. Timeless? That only matters if the person who was asking about it is still here and wants to know. Because that's a video for tonight. I don't like the knockback tattoo. You want Holy Relic in a green socket? Yes. Digging the build, just go to maps. How do I craft the weapon with just essences? So you get any weapon. So you can do one of two things. You can just get any weapon with a 1.6 space attack speed, or you can get a weapon that already has fractured attack speed, which is really nice. If you have fractured attack speed, you get to skip this part. You spam essences of whatever it is, minion, until you hit tier 1 attack speed, and then you're just looking for this. Just an empty suffix. That's it. Eventually, if you want a better one, you can annul it all the way down until it only has 2 mods, and then you can multi-mod it. Should have minion damage, attack speed, you can multi-mod. Well, technically. You can have an empty, or like a garbage prefix if you want. Yeah, there's a multi-modded version in global. Making enhance is currently using a normal enhance. So it says I have 109. I've got a 27 instead of 26, right? But 109 or 108 is enough because this isn't shown in the tooltip. Oh, there was one more thing I was going to do. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, dum. It's a leveling and whirling blade. I think it gets faster. Good. I'm at 25k with fast up now. If that was your only form of physical mitigation, it would still be pretty trash. If you've got 3 or 4 endurance charges as well as 25% at 25k, it's now noticeable. If you're going to suggest one really expensive item upgrade for Poison Holy Relic, would it be Profane Bloom, Flesh and Flame? It would probably be changing to Occultist, which in my opinion would require level 21 Spectres, level 21 Holy Relic, level 21 Animate Guardian, and the Flesh and Flame of Mistress of Sacrifice back on the thing, or even better, the Mistress, a different Forbidden Flesh and Flame, and you get block cap without the thing. Hold on. Without Bone Offering, which would be insane.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Individual fuses are fine. Small stacks of fuses should still show though. Where are you? Where are you? What are you doing down there? Stack of fuses. Show. Single ones hidden is fine. Is it? Yeah, they regularly drop in stacks enough. There. There. And it puts it on, yeah. Anywhere you put this jewel, whatever notables in the range becomes something else. Because they got 90 div to play with for upgrades. I don't currently. I only had a hit one last league, which I wouldn't do. Esther King is currently doing a cultist version, which you can use to like as like some entry ideas, probably. When would you transition from SOS to Holy Relic? I would never play Holy Relic in solo self-found. There is absolutely no way to target a Diala's. I guess maybe from the tree? Unless I got lucky enough to drop a Diala's, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. There's a red dye around their throats. Already had a Joffrey's and finished the campaign yet with this champ. I've decided to start fresh and do a holy relic. Just saying occultists had lots of problems to figure out. It is true. Also, if you do just pop the occultist forbidden flesh and flame on for occultist pops, you do also need to solve one other problem, which is you now need to have a curse on hit. You yourself need to have a curse on hit through either a ring or a corrupted pair of gloves. If you want occultist pops, which are fantastic, they're really good, you have to have a 100% curse on hit. The rune graph can sort of work. It's not as good. It's okay temporarily. Yeah, you'll get about half the pops. And it'll be with a random curse. But it'll work for now if you need it to. I don't know, 65, 70-ish. Was a profit per map though? No idea. I've never tracked anything like that in my life. I just run, and if I end up with more money, great. And if I end up with less money, I stop doing that farm. That's it. I never track profit. You a yes or no on spiritual aid? I don't take spiritual aid. Because I know how Profane Bloom works. So because it specifically says you or your minions kill, if your minions get the killing blow, they get all of the minion damage on that Profane Bloom explosion anyway. So you taking spiritual aid only matters for the hits that you get the kill on, which to be fair is maybe 10% of them that are left low enough to be culled by the minions hit, but not quite dead yet. So like, it'll make a small difference, but realistically, I have found it to be an unnoticeable difference. So I tend to not take it. Well, that's gone for sure. But what if it isn't? Yep, it's gone. Fuck. Deaths by poison also count. Yes. Deaths by poison do also count as yours. So like, it has some use. It's 128% better than biotoxins at 82. Yes. Russian doctor set up more damage than Aminamahus. No. They're separate things. For 2 points is worth keeping. Yeah, I almost never take it, but I also don't begrudge people who do. Like I'm perfectly I'm on board. Like I'm on board with it if you want to take it, or if you decide not to. It's fine. Are they really worth money? Why? Oh, because it's a perfect rolled max life and res. That's why. Sure. Beats nothing, I guess. Shield charge and whirling blades. Shield charge technically moves faster if you're not a Pepega idiot, and whirling blades doesn't get stuck on anything, so it feels better. First leech mana gain on hit, generally by a jewel. Right now I have it on my ring, but usually we start with it on a jewel. Gain mana per enemy hit with attacks is the mod. The ring is disgusting though. Thank you. I can't see the ring. Here you go. You just Elder Exalt and pray? Yeah, that's what I did. Aspect of the crowd needed? Nope. How to craft something like that? Spend like 4 div on a jewel that has 2 open prefixes or 1 and already crafted mana.
Get your magic
like I did.
characters ready.
And then fucking pray when you slam it with an Elder Orb, hoping that it hits. Good luck. Is it just playing? No, Dialas is the permanent chest, the permanent forever chest. In fact, without a Dialas, I wouldn't even make the build. I mean, I'll league start it without one, but it's the first big upgrade and it is permanent. This game, Herbalist game, can this build compensate for poor skills? Oh, you've come to the right place. The entire build is designed to compensate around you being fucking garbage at video games. Perfect, thank you. Yeah. That's the entire purpose of this build, is to compensate for me being garbage at video games. That's why this build exists in its current state. Now, it isn't necessarily the simplest build to put together, but all of the difficult parts about this build are done in your hideout, not in your map. All the difficult parts about this build are done in your hideout. Any reason we don't use Feeding Frenzy? No room for it. Don't know where I'd put it. Need extra sockets. Yeah, with a Svalin, you can absolutely get it out of your SRS by just dropping faster attacks. That's perfectly reasonable. I have room. I wonder what I changed. I don't know how you could possibly have any room. There are no empty gem sockets. Because it's not now. And you can put it on your Animate Guardian. I've thought about it. And it just, she doesn't have your minion leech stuff. Oh, that's because I have minions leech 0.41% of damage's life here. Why are you taking no damage? Welcome to the build. I take damage sometimes, on occasion. You lose added chaos. In a video and it wasn't showing that jewel somehow? Really? Interesting. Weird. Maybe I've got to stop using max roll like shortcuts. I feel like it's bugging out. Anyway, Guardian. I was given though I played the ones that have like 16% life. I got those on for now. And you really need 50? 100, yep. Well, southbound with despair on hit, or anything with despair on hit, if I'm running the temp chains.
Get your magic find characters
Right.
ready.
Retrogo, thank you for the T1 sub. Nailed it. Is there anything else we need to do to build when we slap on the Svalin? I mean, you'll have to like check up on your block chance, make sure you've got enough points, not a bunch of extra points. Do it in path of building, etc. You can put SRS into the shield, just like a 20/20 SRS, and you can take the mastery here for minions recover 5% of life on death. That's pretty good. Why so many stacked decks dropping? Because I am using 5 Scarabs of Cloistering, which are like 10C each, and they each add packs of monsters to drop stacked decks. What do you want, stacked decks? Just trying to make any amount of money, man. Just trying to make any amount of money. Those decks you reveal them? I'm selling them. Still make a Kingmaker of the Soulmaker, Soul Taker is corrupted. I actually don't know. I've never tried. World Reaper. I don't really want to make it work. I have not seen a good Reaper build ever. I've seen some people make it work, but like then you look into what it took to make work and I'm like, I don't know if that was worth it. Mirror shard, grats. Oh, ashes for 20% quality one. And almost blew it up with my trigger. Yeah, be real careful when you're doing that. Real careful.
Get your magic find characters ready.
And an Akari? Thank you for the prime. I got a lucky synth 30 life gain high attack with sword. With a bonus leak for dropping life gain on hit. That is huge, actually. Would you drop life gain on hit? I mean, you fucking could if you had that on a sword. Fucking GMP? Yeah. I don't know. Like, you could, but like... But using as an as yourself, and because I was fucking running out of money. And this is just how it came together. Living lightning if you have bone barrier. Honestly, living lightning would buff the bone barrier a little bit. Yes, hello, buddy. Hi, Goober. Have you come in for pets? Hello, buddy. Up. Up. Hi, buddy. Hello. Oh, hi. Hi. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. Mwah. You're a gorgeous dog. You're very cute. Yeah, you're very cute. Down. Good boy. What jewels do you want your darkness enthralled? Just the best ones you have? They're just for more ghastlies? Just whatever the best ghastlies you have are. Tired of attacks. Some strings attached. I want this, but not like that. To my holy relic? I mean, immediately? What do you mean? Immediately is the answer? To be fair. I was a student oversleep that last exam and a small business owner lose an envelope of cash. Yeah, I mean this. Yep, that's pretty solid. When I use it close to my thing. To be fair, it's from something. I forget what. Letterkenny. It's from Letterkenny. Yep. It's from Letterkenny, which is like one of the best fucking shows I've ever seen. Letterkenny has the best cold opens of any show that's ever been made. The mixture aspect of the crab is better than flesh and stone. Those aren't usually what I swap out. Usually you would have both. Oh, is that what you like about me? Which one's this? Oh, this is the to be fair one. Yep. Letterkenny. This is my favorite one to show people who have never seen Letterkenny before. This is a cold open from like season 1.
A couple hockey players come up the produce stand the other day.
This is just how it starts. Like it just straight cold into this.
Bye.
Can't believe your sister's still dating these nutsacks.
Wayne?
How are you now?
Good, and you?
Not so bad.
Hey, Katie.
Go home, Daryl.
Nice onesie. Does it come in men's?
Oh, I think you come in men enough for all of us.
I think you better come in my... I mean, You better come up.
I think you better come say that to his face, you fucking hicks.
Nice execution.
You're doing terrific.
Hey, I heard about your breakup, buddy.
She was a sweetie for what, 5 years, right?
Oh, you're a high school sweetie, right?
What's it to you?
Heard she cheated on you, buddy.
That's a real kick in the knackers, bro.
Just a real ouchie, bro.
It's too bad she taught you not to fight anymore, buddy.
Because that's a fight on sight for you and her new guy, buddy.
Fourth life for life, bro.
Maybe if you'd ever been in a real fight, you might not be so keen for another.
What'd you say?
You heard me.
I love this. I love the show.
Tarps off, boys. You looking for a tilly, buddy? Let's have a Donnybrook.
Pump the brakes. You take your shirt off, but leave your sunglasses on.
What sort of backwards fucking pageantry is that?
You gonna fight with those shades or play PokerStars.com?
Hold my spitter.
Dude, I can't hold your spitter. You hold my spitter, just put the spitters down.
TikTok.
Go time! Go time!
Look at that fucking treasure trail.
What's up with your fucking body hair, Big Shoots? You look like a 12-year-old Dutch girl. Your aesthetician coiffed that for you?
You can kiss my aesthetician. You guys do CrossFit?
You can cross fuck off.
Cross fart. How many times you pulled your horn today, bud?
What?
Oh, she's bashful.
Oh, come on, kitten. I won't tell anyone. Ballpark 6 to 8. You're a fucking animal.
Play a little 5-on-1.
Hit the kitchen, mix a batch.
Feed the ducks.
Distribute some free literature.
Go time!
Fucking shut him!
Riley, Jonesy, put your fucking shirts on and get out of here.
This isn't over!
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I'll never buy you a Coke.
That's like episode 1 cold open. You've like you start watching it and that's what it starts with. More than the later citizens. I actually didn't watch Shorzy. I don't tend to watch spin-offs. Just generally speaking, I've been disappointed by too many spin-offs, and then I'm just like, eh. What do you swap out for aspect of the crab? I literally can't remember. There's a few things I've done before. I've taken the 12% RMR here and then changed my anoint over to this one to fit it in as well. Or what I usually do is drop malevolence and then also drop all this and just take the 12% RMR there. Tell you all about it. Yoink, 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 yoink. Hey, build for this build. I think I do 2 less DPS than 2 days ago. I hate path of building for this build. I mean, just don't look at path of building for DPS. Just go off feel. How does it feel, baby? Some southern like suburbs. Cool. It's like a whole mix of experience. We moved out of like rural farmland before any schooling that I remember. I think I might have done like preschool or whatever. Something like that, but I was in suburbia before it was school time. I think. A cutoff for attack speed matters in an issue. Nope. More the better. More attack speed, feel better. Yeah, look, I'd go for a second cluster jewel, but my cluster jewel's fucking garbage. And, I mean, I guess I can take those for now. It's fine. Whatever. Goodbye my boots for whole logging, full steam ahead, and then soul sacrifice tomorrow. Nice. Good luck. This video of the separate colors you really care about min-maxing is 1 green. The only reds that you want are Empower and Enhance, if you're using Enhance. Everything else should be green. Ooh. Someone hit me with something. Look at the best defense upgrade before a Svalin. I mean, I don't have a Svalin and I'm feeling pretty goddamn tanky. So the breakpoints, I guess, will be like a surrender and try and get up to like 5,000 health. 5,000 health is sort of the turning point for this level of defenses, where when you do get hit, you don't usually get hit for more than about 4.8k. So you get about 5 and those one-shots stop one-shotting you. And once that stops happening, you're instantly returned to full life because of a bajillion T life gain on hit. So it's all just fixed. 4.8k exactly. Yeah, go get just a little bit more life and you'll be like, ah, there we go. You're like right on the turning point of you still get one shot in 8 mod maps. Yeah, Svalin's a whole different setup. This is pre-Svalin. Regraph of treachery to fit aspect of the crab in. I forget what treachery is. There's a one-shot cap. I wouldn't go as far as to call it a cap. It's just like the majority of one-shots are only hitting you for around 4.8k at max. Like it's the turning point of when you, like if you hit level 97 and you've got 4.8k life, you'll probably never hit level 98. And if you get 5k life, you'll probably be able to hit level 100. Mirrors affect the enemies. Ah, yeah, that's a fine one, but you don't want to have malevolence when you do that. We do like that one though. It's very good. But you don't want to have malevolence. You don't want to be putting malevolence on the enemy. I only know it's 4.4k, but I might play like a coward. But we're talking just 8 mod corrupted, never checking any map mods, like. It took a second. So incredibly easy to buy them. Oof. Do you have the more graft blood mods? Right. Over bone meld? What the fuck is that? Oh, yeah. No, fuck that. Yeah, no. Pass. Gross. Yeah, no, thank you. Couldn't afford ashes. I feel like I'd rather pick up just fucking anything. I'd actually rather pick up just like a regular amulet or a jinx to juju or something. Like if I'm looking at being poor, I'll just do that.
Get your Magic Find characters ready.
Wow, 4 years. Tie for all of the content and build guides.
A 9 volts and with a 48-month resub. There's a bunch of sales I'd never make in my entire life. It was nice because it gave me gem levels and res to Holy Relic. I was in day 1 gear. The bone rings are defined, probably different story. Ah, yeah. Elementalist elements is wild. Yeah. Hello, Divine Orb. Let's go. Those are my favorite. Doing my level this time around for now. Also using it's fine. Flat Fizz or Flat Chaos is the same, but yes, otherwise yes.
Get your Magic Find characters ready.
Properly formatted data file. Talk dirty to me like that. Thank you very much for the prime. Give up and running quick this time. Items are cheap. Yep, that's fine. We're already level 94. It wasn't difficult to get up and running. Oh, hello. Ultimate Scarab with Catalysing. I'll take it. So it can turn into something else now. It always could. It could up its tier, or it could up its tier, and it could also turn into a Val Temple. You're gonna do decks, it's so much fun. What, you mean open them? No. No, I'm just gonna sell them. Sometimes it takes fucking anything from the occultistry. Any bloodlines good? Yep, the Lycia one for Profane Bloom. If you can work that in. Not Shaper of Flames, apparently. Anyone else have sound issues on YouTube? What kind of sound issues? Surprised you leveled the new witch instead of rerolling your elementalist. I don't really like respecking characters. I enjoy the campaign. I enjoy the progress of a build. And I don't know, respecking characters is just like, I enjoy the campaign. It's like I'm paying in-game currency to skip having some fun. Like, I like the campaign, it's fun. I respect it just because of Lathia, but I'm not using that for a bit anyway. But yeah, I will have to get another carry for that at some point. Like feedback from the microphone. I hope we're not getting feedback from the microphone. Oh, there's another nameless disappointment. I've had some feedback ever since Letterkenny. That's odd. What the fuck are you? Worthless. Also worthless. Where can I get a seer? It's been 5 days. I have no idea, but I get like several seers a day doing this strat. Hey, 800 get me up for a good time. If anything, YouTube sounds better than Twitch. YouTube video also looks better than Twitch because YouTube's video encoder is just straight up better than Twitch's. Shame really considering having Twitches? Yeah. But I mean, it's not as big as... You can say shame considering how big Twitch is, but like YouTube's bigger than Twitch. YouTube just has a straight up better video player. Better encoding, better everything for the audio. But then what's a real shame is that they don't do anything to like make streaming easier for the viewer or the streamer. Like the chat on YouTube is not very good. They don't have like primes or anything like that. They don't have like good ways to like search for people or any discoverability. The like, the fuck are you? Okay. Yeah, the whole community aspect of YouTube doesn't exist. For instance, we're actually at day 8 now. I'll have to change that. Oh, excuse the fuck out of me. Hold on a moment. Right, there we go. For instance, on YouTube, we are now at on Twitch, we're now at an 8-day hot streak of hitting our daily sub goal every single day. And on YouTube since League start, not a single person has become a member, not one, not an individual person at all since League start. Because that just isn't like the community and for YouTube. What's views like on YouTube? They've been pretty decent. I've got 60 right now. Like it's not as much as Twitch, but what do you mean by member? Member on YouTube is the same as subscriber on Twitch. The difference on YouTube is that I get to pick the prices or the price tiers, which means while I have higher price tiers, if people want to do ridiculous amounts of support, there's also a $1 tier. Because why would I not have a $1 tier if it's an option? Is below 1 possible? No. $1 USD a month is the lowest tier that they allow. Like that's the lowest like setting that you can set. Which is better? What do you mean which is better? Hello, hello. How's your map sustain with this strat? I mean, fine, but I'm not really making my own 8 mod maps. I'm just buying them. Since you can buy 8 mod maps for like 2 to 3 chaos a piece, there's no point in making my own. Business rest better have a hulking miscreant. Or the spectre that summons skeletons. Neither. It's better to have the ones that are in the guide, which is neither of those. A Moonfire. Our first YouTube member of the league. Well, thank you. Is there a place in the path of the building I can see on CDR for the Holy Relic procs? I mean, yes, but you can also see it in game. Right here, the second last line, add 20 to that.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Ads be gone.
Had to be gone, Masked Baboon. Also, thank you for the T1 sub. Hey, and Joe Ray. Also, thank you for the YouTube member thing. Okay. Couldn't let me zero. Nice. I mean, to be clear, I'm not going to stop streaming on YouTube because of it anyway. It's no, not, it doesn't, like, I'm just multi-streaming, right? Like, a way to see what my Animate Guardian is currently wearing. Yeah, zoom in and know what the 3D art looks like. That's pretty much it. Hook tab usable in the Animate Guardian is baffling. I mean, I'm sure that if it was easy to do, that they would have done that, because there's no downside and everybody who uses an Animate Guardian would want it. Well, and put a Hulk into kind of decent DPS preference in a favor. That's because Path of Building thinks that the Hulking Miscreant has uptime of 100%. It actually has uptime of about 20%. Maybe 30 now because of the cooldown recovery mastery, but that probably not still. But Path of Building thinks it's up all the time. So isn't a persistent aura, it's a skill on cooldown. Yes, it's a skill on cooldown, and if you're stationary, it's about a 30% uptime. And if you're swirling and moving through the map and he does his shout that does the buff when it's not near monsters, then it's just on cooldown. You don't even have it at all until the next time. So, eh. What are good specters to use? The ones in the path of building. Is stack deck I'm going? I mean, I'm getting stacked decks. Hey. Hey. And Jacob's Tree. Also, thank you for becoming a member. Hey, and the bigger money bet exiled tier. Nice. Where did my PoE just go? It's just gone. This build really abuses every mechanic to have the lowest path of building DPS around, and then is unironically the smoothest build I've ever played. Yeah, but do you feel like when you're playing in game, do you feel like you have the lowest DPS you've ever had? Or is path of building just showing you the lowest DPS you've ever had? Because what it really is path of building is just showing you the lowest DPS, but it isn't. Hello? I would like to be able to play Path of Exile, please.